Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles channel and the tarot mini forecast this week for the for the water signs, and that's for Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio, of course. And I am using the Divine Gateway Tarot by Cairo Marchetti, and I'm also offering Christmas specials till the 31st of December. So please check out my website for that, or also on Facebook as well, and get yourself a 12-month forecast for the new year, for the whole year. So it'll have attunements, it'll have messages, you can ask questions, and we'll break down the 12 months for you as well. So please check that one out. So here we go. I am doing Pisces first. Have to also say I've been losing my voice a little bit, so hopefully it holds up as I go through. So let's go with Pisces first. Okay. Okay. Pisces. Oh, I don't know what side to go on. The Eight of Cups. Okay. Now this is also very, in fact the entire reading has been for everybody all about changes, letting go, you know, new shifts, new things on the horizon. And the Eight of Cups definitely talks about something emotional that you're turning away from. And in fact this person's got their back turned. Okay, maybe a situation has ended in your life just recently, or you're fearing that ending from taking place. And sometimes when we're fearing things, we're actually blocking the amazing things that are on their way for us. This is indicating to you to try not to block things, you know, from happening. So don't block your opportunities, but that it is wise that, you know, you turn away from things that are draining your vitality. And sometimes you have a lot of interest in this because, you know, this may be someone that you've known for a really long time, or a situation that you've been in for a really long time, and you've held a lot of interest there, and to turn away from it can be a very difficult process. This is indicating if you do this, then you're moving into the cycle that is right for you. You know, no more lessons or experiences, and more shifting into the light and the way in which you want to do things. There's also this feeling of being submerged, as he's halfway submerged. So it's like you're halfway through cleansing and clearing a lot of stagnant energy from your life, you know. And you're doing an amazing job. And you really do need to know that, you know, you're an amazing person, you do an amazing job for other people, you know, you're always there for them, you're very sensitive, especially to criticism and things, and sometimes you take what people say the wrong way, but you're sensitive, and it's okay to be sensitive. This is also just talking about perhaps empowering yourself that little bit more so that you're stronger on every level. I'm also feeling that you're getting a lot of messages from your loved ones in spirit. You're getting a lot of messages from the divine, from your angels, from your guides that are always around you. And it's almost like you know this, and you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm feeling that, but I still don't know whether it's right or not, you know. Sometimes you feel it and you doubt it, and this is just telling you, you know, not to do that so much, you know. Don't do this to yourself. Trust the time is right for you to move forward, and you're going to receive a lot of blessings now and in the new year as well. So be open to receiving a little bit too. Okay? Trust in yourself and your ability to flow with the flow and go with the changes. Trust your ability to turn away from things that you don't need in your life without feeling guilty about doing so. And trust in yourself that you are brave enough to embark on a new journey that's very important to you. Okay? And that's the messages for Pisces. And now for Cancer signs. Okay. Oops. Cancer signs. I'm starting to get the tingles, so this is going to be important. Transit, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so for Cancer, this is indicating, as you can see here, look, the person is completely covered, and you know, the eyes are covered. This always shows to me that you're not seeing a situation very clearly. Okay, there's been a lot going on for you in your life. You've been completely busy. You've been doing so many different things. You've been burning the candle a little bit at both ends. You are physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted. If you don't start doing some things for yourself, and I mean for yourself, and taking your, not just doing things that involve other people for yourself. This is something for yourself, like taking yourself somewhere alone. If you don't start doing these things and getting the break that you need, you're going to head for physical problems, you know, because physical problems come from an emotion that we're not dealing with, or actual exhaustion within the body, until the body just can't keep on doing it anymore, and you start getting these conflicting thoughts and things going on, you know. You are at a stage where, you know, there is people around you that, you know, are perhaps meddling with things or doing things behind the scenes. Maybe you have a feeling about it, but you can't prove anything and you're too exhausted to anyway. This is just saying you've got your eyes blindfolded to a situation in your life that is very important, that you start to see it for what it really is. And when you see things for what they really are, then you can actually do something about it. But while you're blinded and this person is bringing like a feeling of manipulation into your life, you know, and you're feeling this, you know, you just can't put your finger on what it is. While the person is bringing the manipulation into your life, you're just going to start to, you know, feel more confused, and then you're just going to ignore it and think it's your imagination. It's not your imagination. There's something going on under the surface, and it's time that you open your eyes or take the mask off and see things for what it is. At the same time, give yourself the chance to do that by taking yourself right away from the situation and giving yourself some time out, even if it's just half a day at a beach somewhere, or in the woods somewhere, like in the bush, somewhere that is important to you. It's really important that you do this, because 2018 is going to be so different, you know, and you want it to be different. You don't want it to continue to be how it has always been, you know. You want things to be amazing, and you don't want things to be following the same pattern as they always have done, where you end up, you know, feeling like you're lost and alone, and everyone else keeps on going on and on and on. See the situation, you're not seeing it clearly, and the only way that you can is to pull yourself away from it and give yourself some time out. Okay? Other than this, you are getting a lot of knowledge, you're getting a lot of attunements, you're getting a lot of healing, you're getting a lot of awakening and understanding, but you are really, really ready for a break, and you deserve it. Okay? Never feel guilty for wanting to have a break, or taking some time off, or having that little bit of extra sleep. Never feel guilty for those things. Okay? And start to do more for you, and distance yourself a little bit more from the people that are draining all of your energy and vitality. Okay? I know it's difficult when it's family, you know, and situations that you sort of have to deal with, but there's ways in which you can block yourself from being so drained out as well. Okay? Start taking care of you. It's most important, or else you're not going to be there for anybody. Okay? You need to. Okay? And that's the message for Cancer, which everybody, you know, if you're listening to this and you've just stumbled upon it, then it might be your message as well. And now for Scorpio. Here we go. Okay, so I can feel the healing coming in for Scorpio. I always feel it because my hands just, see the redness in my hands? They just really start to heat up. Scorpio, this must be important for you. The Seven of Wands for Scorpio. You just get a look at this, because I don't use these cards so often. Seven of Wands. Okay, so I can tell you immediately that something has been coming to you from the divine, new ideas, inspiration. You've been going through a lot of transition this year. Scorpio, you've been going through, I'll put it on this side. You guys have been going through a lot of transition, a lot of changes, a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, a lot of ups and downs, you know, a lot of attack, you know, negative attack. You've been going through family issues. You've been going through past issues where they've been coming up to the surface. You've let go of a lot of emotion. You've let go of a lot of people. You've changed your direction a few times. And this is saying, okay, really sit here and contemplate what you really want to do. Not what other people want you to do. Not what family wants you to do. What do you really want to do? What is it that you really want to say? What did you not say to someone that you should have, you know? All these little things that weigh heavily on your mind, now is your time to change these things, because you are conflicted on the inside. You're conflicted about everything. You're also grieving heavily. And this may not be something that you've thought of, but you're actually grieving really heavily. And although we always have someone in mind who we may think of as who we're grieving, you know, okay, I'm always thinking of my brother, for example, and if someone says I'm grieving, I generally tend to think of him. But this is someone that you haven't thought of, someone that, not consciously anyway, some situation is reminding you of that person, you know, whether it's a family member or a friend. Some situation that you're in right now is reminding you of that person, but you're not putting it together. That makes sense. You're not seeing it clearly right now. But it's time for you to go within and think, okay, whoever it is that I'm thinking of, I need to get in there. I need to get into that emotion. I need to get into how I was thinking and what I was doing when they actually passed away, because you're replicating it in your life at the moment. This thing is like mirroring an instance in your life. You're just not putting it together, but you will. Okay, you'll understand this as it starts to come out. There's also a lot of divine direction happening, but because it's happening all at once, you're not sure about which one of these things you should pursue. So the first thing that you need to do is sort out your inner feelings and your emotions and your desires and your goals, and then the opportunity will make its way. You know, you will just know what to do. You will just have that insight, you'll have that confidence, and you'll feel better about yourself for doing it. You're getting a lot of protection around you as well. You need to acknowledge the fact that you've been through a lot, not just what everyone else is going through and how you feel sorry for them. This is all about you. And then you're going to be able to shift like you've never shifted before, feel like you've never felt before, change, you know, how you've never changed before, look the way you've always wanted to look, all through acknowledging these things that are going on in your life. This is so important. These messages that I've been talking about today, throughout all of these card messages today, have been important for all of us as we wrap up 2017. And it's like this big race to the finish line, and everyone's freaking out and all of this. And everyone's just all like, I've got to get this and I've got to get that, and I must make sure that I've taken care of this and taken care of that, and so people know that I love them, I need to buy them this, that and the other thing, you know. And it was really time for us to stop that, you know, one day at a time, slow back. You know, we don't need to race to the finish line. What we need to do is, you know, gather our strength, you know, look at the things that we've been through, do like a review of the year and the different emotions that we've been through and why this has happened, and really start to focus inward, you know, and let all that outward stuff and that Merry Christmas and whatever it is happen, you know. This is probably the first year that I'm not going all out and getting everything and doing everything. I'm not doing it at all. Sending people some cards and that's it. You know, because it's too much. And I think the real important thing is that people stay together, you know, people are together and really spending time together and focusing on this healing stuff, you know. Not so much on presents and money and everything like that. It's, you know, the little things, you know, like finding gifts on your journeys, like, you know, stones and rocks and crystals and feathers, and making little things like that for people. I think that's more from you, you know. But anyway, try not to think about every little thing that you're trying to finish, and really focus on yourself, because next year is going to be amazing if we let it, you know, by not dragging ourselves around and all this kind of stuff that we do, you know. It's all about finding yourself from within. So I hope that you have an amazing week, and until the next video, I hope you are very blessed in what you do. And if I don't see you before Christmas, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and I probably will see you again. But until the next time, it's goodbye for now.